Today is Wednesday, May 25th, 2011. This is the BlairTalk.com interview with Bill Pook, Director of Region 5-6, Office of Emergency Management and Homeland Security in Fremont, Nebraska. Question number 1. Are the storms and tornadoes in 2011 worse than normal?
The frequency or the number of storms is greater than average. And for unknown or undefinable reasons, populated areas have been hit more than ever before. Fort Worth, Tuscaloosa, Joplin, Minneapolis, St. Louis, we have populated centers now that seem to have been hit, and that's undefinable. The Joplin tornado is the worst tornado, I think, ever, or second worst ever in the United States. So that is certainly, I would call this an infamous record-setting year, yes. Joplin was devastation with the capital, letters. The news reports are 1/3 of the city was hit. 1/3 of the city.
Question number 2. What should we expect weather-wise in 2011 for our area?
We can't predict it. We have experienced wind damage, so we have experienced wind damages. We have had severe hailstorms in Blair and Washington County. We have had some tornadoes in Washington County since I've moved here in 1996. Those tornadoes were a little bit more in the rural area, but did hit some homes, north of Arlington, northeast of Arlington, and up near Herman area. So we have experienced all of these weather phenomenons in recent history. So that means that we're susceptible to get them again at varying degrees of strength.
Question number 3. Is the Blair, Nebraska area more prepared than other areas of the United States?
Well, I have no way of commenting on the level of preparedness in other communities outside, the state. So I just can't say anything about that. What I can speak to is our level of preparedness. And in Region 5-6, Burt Dodge, and Washington County, we've been preaching the message, and I think that it is slowly sinking in that preparedness starts at home, and that sirens are your last notification device, not your initial notification device. So we have been successful in educating our population at how to prepare by the family and how to get information instead of the traditional siren system. The advanced notification primarily is going to be the general media. KBLR radio, KHUB radio, KFMT, all the radio stations and popular media programs, Weather Channel and all that. As I woke up this morning and I listened to, I forget what station, I think it was KFAB out of Omaha. They talked about the weather and the impending storms and stuff like that coming this way. And so that was my first heads up that I should be particularly aware throughout the daytime. Media reports, the forecasts. That's your first heads up. And then the second heads up would be something like your personal observations during the daytime. Do you have a home NOAA radio, or is there a NOAA radio in your place of work, which is an advanced warning system that goes on, on a special radio frequency? So when watches or warnings are posted by the National Weather Service out of Valley, Nebraska, that device will turn on automatically in your place of home or work, and you'll find out some advanced information long before any danger occurs. Sirens then are only sounded when something is spotted. And since tornadoes can move at 70 to 100 miles an hour linear, with winds up to 200 miles an hour, by the time one is spotted, it's too late to prepare.
Question 4. What would you tell people to do now, ahead of time, to prepare?
Well, the best thing is a family preparedness plan, and that family preparedness plan we can help them with, and it is off of our website. When you look at it, Region 5-6. It's off on the left-hand side. It says FEMA Emergency Preparedness Checklist. It says it right there. And that is a great guide. If you can follow those, real basic instructions, you'll be a long ways ahead in preparing your family and neighbors pre-disaster. You can download it. It's only 4 pages long. It's very simple.
Question 5. What is the role of Region 5-6 if a disaster strikes the Blair area?
Sure. Well, the process is that if a disaster strikes, all disasters are local, first of all. So Blair and Washington County would request assistance from the state of Nebraska, from the governor's office. My role is to actually be that liaison between the local community and the state office. We declare a disaster locally, which we have done before. I inform the state of Nebraska of what specific needs we have in Washington County and Blair. Specific needs. We tell the governor what we need, and that's where we get our initial assistance from. We also have an active and newly revised Washington County emergency plan. As a matter of fact, we even publish that plan on our website. On the website, if you go to LEPC, which is Local Emergency Planning, and you click on that, you'll see on the right-hand side local emergency operations plans. There's one for Burke County, Dodge County, and Washington County. The Washington County plan was just rewritten, and it will be updated on the website, but the old plan, which is still valid, is listed there, and that breaks down who we have to respond to local emergencies. Communications, shelters, who does what type of role in a disaster, traffic control, command and control. It's all listed right there, and it's public information.
Question 6. What are your final thoughts on disaster preparedness for the Blair area?
What the general citizenry has to know is that when a major or significant disaster strikes, they have to be prepared to be self-sufficient for upwards of 72 hours. And a lot of people don't realize that. We do not have the resources to respond to everybody immediately. We don't have enough police. We don't have enough firefighters, rescue squad. We don't have enough Red Cross to immediately respond to everybody. We recommend that they do all measures necessary to try to be self-sufficient for upwards of 72 hours to give us time to evaluate, prioritize, organize. We are available to speak to church groups, civic organizations like Kiwanis, Lions, Rotarians, all those types of groups. We're available, and we do that on a regular basis all the time.